if you didn't see, I've just finished a video showing you my Murphy bed, complete, everything, mattress off, you can see it. Take a look at it if you're interested. And now I'm going to show you how I put the stove on the door so I can tailgate. Everybody wants to tailgate, right? Well, who doesn't want to save money and tailgate? That's what I wanted to do. I'm saving money now. So here's my stove. It's basically just something I got from Cabela's, which is a sporting goods store in Washington. Picked it up, the original one, and made this box for it. And I took all the guts out and put it into this box, so I had a handle here and a handle here and a button here to start it. And in the process of gutting it and putting it into my homemade box, which was sitting in, because I wanted to take it from this size and shrink it down a little bit to have it smaller, there was a crack in my copper line, and I didn't notice till I was cooking, and then next thing you know, flames underneath in the box, and I'm like, oh shit. So I had to kick the door open, turn the propane valve off real quick, and then let the gas kind of burn off. But I had to change it out, so I just took all that out, left the box, and bought a new one. And I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna sit it on top of that box. So that's what I did. And then I just screwed the back into the door. I'll show you what I did to do that. So I just had like some one by one, or yeah, like 2 by 1, and screwed it into the door using some self-tapping screws. So once I had one on this side, I put one on this side, running all the way down the length what I thought I would be using, and I'm not using it down here. And then I just basically nailed and used brackets to hold the box on, so it was sturdy. You want to make sure it's going to be on there real good. It's not that it's heavy at all, but once you have food on there and stuff like that, you don't want it to, you don't want your food to go all over the place if it happens to not hold up. So you just make sure it's on there real good. And then I just basically had an old Jack Daniels box my mom gave me. I guess her and her husband drink Jack. And basically I just use it to store utensils, knives, measuring spatulas, can openers, all that junk in there. So it's just off to the bottom, and I just have it mounted the same way. It just screws up into the box. So it's an actual, just another little storage thing. Pop the lid on, and it's kind of neat. So you have a little extra space for that crap. And then the top here, I found some little smoker trays that are used for wood, hickory, or I forget what kind right at the moment, brain fart, when you want to smoke stuff. So you put the wood chips in here and you put that in your barbecue and you can smoke stuff. But I simply just drilled holes in it and then took some self-tappers and stuck it right through the lid of my stove here. And now I have a little place, and I'm not storing notes to myself, for sticking my seasoning in. So just, garlic, salt, pepper, all that good stuff up there. And the lid just pops on. And I actually have two. I just keep some spare change in this one. Stick the notes in there. And this top one actually just happens to be just perfect enough to squeeze on top of this one, so when I'm driving around, I just have it right there. I just leave them there when I cook. It's not a big deal, except for when I'm using the seasoning. And that's it, Basically, it runs like any other stove. You can hear the gas running there. I still have some in the lines. It's actually turned off right now. And so basically, I got a huge, regular size 5-gallon tank. Laid it sideways, drilled a hole in the side of this custom box for it, right here. And I showed that in the other video, so you can check that one out if you want to see how I have this box. Just has some miscellaneous crap in there. Just lay sideways, drill the hole here, drill the hole here, cut a hole here, I mean, so that the hose can come out the side, and the hose runs over to where you would normally stick one of those green tanks, but I didn't want to have to keep reusing tanks, and they're bulky and it would have gotten in the way, and I thought I wanted a hose and I wanted more propane, so that's how I did that. Simple little video of how to simply get yourself a stove and mount it to your door. Just use self-tapping screws and some brackets for support, and have a good barbecue season.